Jimmy screws Jey.
What's up, guys? The phenomenal AJ Styles, and you're watching Bretto Live.
What is going on, guys? Bretto Live back with another video. Today we have the Monday Night Raw, February 19, 2024 episode, full show review, results, reactions. This was a crazy show. I'm not doing the weekend review this week only because Perth, Australia, the time change. It's going to interrupt with my weekend review with the Elimination Chamber coming up this Saturday because I want to do an Elimination Chamber review and drop it on Saturday because I'm watching the Elimination Chamber live no matter what. I don't care if it's at 4 in the morning in my central time zone. We are watching the snot out of that. But yes, this is Monday Night Raw, February 19th episode. We're going to talk about everything, all the screw-overs from the Bloodline, the promos, all the matches. We're going to get into it. So let's freaking go. It was announced earlier in the day that Cody Rhodes will be facing Drew McIntyre in the opening match of the night, and that is exactly what happened. Drew McIntyre fought Cody Rhodes one-on-one. This match was freaking awesome, long, drawn out, great match between both men. High stakes because Cody Rhodes hasn't been pinned since WrestleMania in singles action, and Drew over here trying to make a name for himself going into the Elimination Chamber. High stakes, high reward, right? And here comes a random person, which at first I thought was a freaking fan, but it was Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. I got him down there. Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa. They screwed over Cody Rhodes by hitting him with the Samoan spike while the ref's back was turned, distracted by Jimmy Uso. Drew McIntyre takes advantage. What a hypocrite. He takes advantage of the Samoan spike, hits the Claymore on Cody Rhodes. 1, 2, 3. It was so weird seeing Cody Rhodes get pinned in singles action. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, what on earth just happened? So reminiscent to WrestleMania 39 when Solo did the literal exact same thing. A Samoan spike over the ropes, ref's back's turned, hood over his head. I'm like, oh my god. It literally was so reminiscent to WrestleMania. And could this be foreshadowing what happens at Mania 40? Does Cody not finish the story? This is leaving me very skeptical on what they're going to do for Mania 40. The Bloodline was escorted out by security. Cody's left in the ring, helpless. Drew McIntyre's flaunting his victory, which I do like the new Drew. I mean, why not take advantage? But at the same time, Drew always talks about how he's angry that he got screwed over by the Bloodline. Still loved it, though. The controversy is top tier. To see Cody lose was crazy. After this match, Adam Pearce let Cody Rhodes know that he will be fining Solo and Jimmy because they're not even Raw superstars. Over here on Monday Night Raw, he will be fining them, and he asked Cody Rhodes if he needed anything, and Cody, the humble man he is, says, no, I don't need anything. And then here comes Seth Rollins, the guy that said he will back up Cody Rhodes. He will help Cody Rhodes in this journey to finishing his story at WrestleMania 40. So Seth Rollins was there to comfort Cody Rhodes in the medical area, which I thought was super apropos after the promo last week. I enjoyed this as well, man. What a sight. Andrade El Idolo is still on his way to Monday Night Raw. He's going to be adding the El Idolo to the end of his last name, similar to how he had it in AEW, which I'm excited about. No longer Andrade CN Alamis, or just Andrade. It's Andrade El Idolo. And man, I'm excited to see what he's going to do here on Monday Night Raw, bro. He had the black mask, very similar to this AEW figure that you guys are looking at on the screen. And I'm excited to see what he's going to do. But a very similar video from last week, sort of just the promo. WWE's where I belong. I like how he mentioned his wife, Charlotte Flair, and then you heard the woo in the background. I'm like, that's pretty cool how they actually put that in the story. Because they're actually, husband and wife in real life. So I think that's really cool how they did that. But yeah, I'm excited to see what Andrade is going to do. Or, I'm sorry, Andrade El Idolo is going to do. I'm going to know Raw. It was a massive battle royal to determine the final spot in the Elimination Chamber match. 5 women have won matches to get into that chamber match, and there was one more last chance battle royal. Great battle royal. You had Valhalla in there. You had Maxine Dupree in there. Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler, multiple other current women's superstars kicking butt in there. Selena Vega looking great in that match. Oh my goodness. And the big return, everybody's talking about Raquel Rodriguez with the biggest back on earth. She comes back, if you will, in the Battle Royal, and she was the favorite to win. It was final three. It was Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Raquel Rodriguez, and I'm like, yep, it's going to be Raquel. Let's freaking go. She eliminates Shayna Baszler, and then proceeds to eliminate Zoe Stark, and then there is your winner, and the last entrant into the Elimination Chamber match will be Raquel Rodriguez, and I'm super excited about this, because who was the woman that took out Raquel? I believe it was Rhea Ripley, wasn't it? Because Rhea Ripley also took out Liv Morgan. Yeah, oh my gosh, dude. Raquel's got some revenge to freaking go after. But man, I'm so excited to see Raquel win this, bro. This was really solid. I enjoyed the Battle Royal. What a stipulation for the final spot of the Elimination Chamber. Really exciting. Better than just a one-on-one match. This was really good. And I did find it funny in the end how Chelsea Green was never eliminated because she went under the bottom rope and she tried to run in and eliminate Raquel Rodriguez, but it didn't work out. Raquel dumped her over with ease. But oh man, it had me thinking just a little bit that Chelsea Green could possibly win this Battle Royal. I like how WWE had me second guessing Raquel actually winning because her music didn't play, and I'm like, oh my god, there's one more person who has it, and it was Chelsea Green. This was really good. Speaking of Nia Jax and Aria Ripley, they had a very odd backstage interview, like via satellite, both women on the screen in separate rooms, separate locations, being interviewed by Michael Cole. Really basic stuff here. I wasn't too fond of this promo. I prefer when two, superstars are in the ring face to face and it breaks down. But Rhea Ripley, she basically had some strong words for Nia. Hey, I'm in my hometown. I'm taking this dub. You already know the vibes. I'm going to Mania. And then Nia said, what? How dare you look over me? And that sparked a little flame in Nia Jax. I will talk about what she did later in the show when she absolutely annihilated everybody and probably injured multiple people. Stay tuned. But Rhea definitely shut up Nia Jax and pissed her off in this interview. Michael Cole only got one question in. How odd. He only got one question in. For this match, R-Truth was being interviewed in some sort of park by Jackie Redmond, and I believe R-Truth is completely done with the Judgment Day. He no longer thinks he's in the group. He's 100% done. He feels betrayed, and I feel like we finally set in stone that yes, R-Truth, even R-Truth himself, knows that he is not in the Judgment Day, which I'm actually really happy with that because my God, this was confusing me. But anyways, it was R-Truth, DIY, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa, who R-Truth thinks is DX, which I think is hilarious, and The Miz. This was 4-on-4, 8-man tag team match. They fought the Judgment Day, JD McDonough, Damian Priest, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio. This was a pretty good 8-man tag. In the end, it was kind of heartbreaking, I'm not going to lie, to see Damian Priest hit the South of Heaven on R-Truth to pick up the victory because R-Truth was on such a roll, hitting the shoulder tackles, hitting the you can't see me. He almost adjusted somebody's attitude, and then he gets South Heavened. 1, 2, 3. The Judgment Day reign supreme and pick up the victory. I was like, oh my goodness, man. Not even DIY and Miz could help out Truth here, bro. Even in the background, you had JD McDonough and Finn Balor stopping Ciampa, I believe it was, from getting to R-Truth to break up the pinfall, but it didn't work out. Damian Priest looks really strong, showing no remorse for, I call R-Truth his former friend, literally. We all know Priest had feelings for Truth and still does. We all know that. So it was kind of heartbreaking to see Damian do that to his old buddy R-Truth. Sami Zayn's path to WrestleMania is still unclear. He got interviewed backstage. I believe it was Jackie Redmond, and Sami Zayn once again saying how the path is unclear to Mania. He lost another match last week, and here he is, heartbroken again. Sami needs to refocus. He needs to think of every possible way to get there, but now he's got the attention of Shinsuke Nakamura, who cut another promo later in the night talking about how he's coming after Sami Zayn, and there's no path to WrestleMania for Sami Zayn. Look at this Sami, by the way. He's looking down at the one, maybe regretting the chair shot that he hit on Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble last year. Oh my goodness, bro. What is Sami going to do at Mania? Because they would not be doing this storyline if he wasn't going to do something at WrestleMania. So I feel like he's going to get through Shinsuke Nakamura, because everybody always does. That Shinsuke always loses. So who is Sami? What is Sami doing at Mania? What is he actually doing at Mania? For a second, I thought he was facing Seth, but not anymore because, the Elimination Chamber stipulation and all that. So that's out of the picture, I think, because Sami's not in that match unless somehow they make it a triple threat, but I really don't know. I don't know what Sami's path is. Do you guys have any ideas in the comments? Nia Jax is a threat to Rhea Ripley. She proved it in this promo. Becky Lynch started this promo saying how, I'm winning the Elimination Chamber. I've never been in one, but this is going to be easy work. She gets interrupted by every single member of the Elimination Chamber match: Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, and literally Raquel Rodriguez, who won later in the night. She gets interrupted by all of them basically stating their claim for the Elimination Chamber, how they're going to win. It breaks down after Tiffany Stratton fires a shot at Liv Morgan. Then Nia Jax comes out of nowhere, being pissed off by Rhea Ripley being called not a threat in this interview. Why wouldn't she be mad, bro? She comes out, literally takes out every woman. She takes out Liv, Bianca, even Becky, the woman that she just had a rivalry with, and beat Tiffany Stratton. She takes out everyone, even Raquel, Naomi. Like, nobody touched Nia Jax. And this was a good way to show us that, okay, we're all talking about, oh yeah, who's Rhea gonna face after the Elimination Chamber? No, Nia could walk away with that championship at the Elimination Chamber, but we all know that's not going to happen. Come on now. They had to make her look a little bit strong going to the chamber. But yeah, she ain't winning, bro. She ain't beating Rhea. Not in Rhea's home country, bro. That ain't happening. But I did enjoy this. Nia taking out all those women. She probably injured one of them. Chad Gable went one-on-one with Ivar, and I hope this caps off this storyline between the Viking idiots and the Alpha Academy. I feel like they face each other, or at least some form of one another, whether it's Akira and Maxine or Valhalla. Either way, I feel like the Alpha Academy and the Viking idiots face each other every single week. In one way, shape, or form, they do. This week, Chad Gable got his shot at Ivar, and he delivered, bro. Before I talk about the W, Ivar jumps off the top rope, literally does a bonsai drop mid-air, and crushes the sternum, the chest of Chad Gable. And I'm like, oh my God, Chad's not getting up. There's no way he gets up right now. And he did. I was like, oh my God, bro just got squished like a hydraulic press. But in the end, we did see Chad Gable suplex. Yeah, baby, he suplexed my boy Ivar. Look at him doing it right here with action figures. I'm using the Ringside Collectibles exclusive display stand for this. He suplexes Ivar. It looked awesome. And then he does literally a pitch perfect moonsault off the top rope. Literally perfect. The timing, the distance, everything was perfect. Tiffany Stratton takes some notes from Chad Gable. Chad Gable wins, picks up the W, celebrates with the Alpha Academy, Maxine, Akira, and Otis. I enjoyed this, and to see Chad Gable get I call this a big victory because Ivar's been on a roll lately. So I do call this a big victory for Chad Gable, and hopefully he moves on maybe to Gunther again, because after what happened in the main event, Gunther needs another opponent. Oh my goodness. Speaking of the ring general, the 612-day reign to the Intercontinental Championship, does it continue here in the main event? Jey Uso, yeet, had his opportunity to go up against Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship in the main event of the show, and this match was kick-ass. I enjoyed the snot out of this match. I really did. Up until the end, Jey Uso, my boy over here, Mr. The Right Man main event, Jey Uso in the main event, how apropos, he hits 5 spears. 5 spears. 5 freaking spears on Gunther and an Uso splash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the ref stopped counting because after 2 because Jimmy Uso was ringing the ring bell in the timekeeper's area. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Jimmy Uso, who screwed over Cody Rhodes in the opening show along with Solo, but it was all Jimmy this time, no Solo this time. Jimmy comes out, rings the bell, so it distracts the referee, and then Gunther freaking takes advantage after there was a little brawl outside. He takes advantage, and he stacks up Jey Uso and pins Jey Uso. I'm like, oh my God, the reign of Gunther continues. It's starting to be another Roman Reigns reign. Oh my God. Jey Uso, I literally felt it was our last hope at beating Gunther. Who beats this man? It's starting to feel like Roman Reigns. But hey, on the bright side, I am really excited for Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso at WrestleMania. We all know that's the match. It's their childhood dream match. They've always wanted to do it. Really solidified that story here in this main event. Jey was pissed, you could tell. Jimmy hits 2 frog splashes on him after he screws him over, after Gunther pins him, and I was like, oh my goodness, dude. I felt so bad for Jey Uso, but oh, it's all for the storyline, dude. I'm thinking about the long run. We all know Jay's gonna beat Jimmy at Mania, and it's gonna be a great match, and I'm super excited for it. Could I possibly be there? Maybe. Dude, I'm so excited for WrestleMania 40. What a way to end this Raw. What a Raw in a whole. I really enjoyed this episode of Monday Night Raw. No SmackDown in this video. I am gonna be doing a SmackDown review immediately following SmackDown this Friday. I'm going to be posting it right after the show, so stay tuned for that video. And then after Elimination Chamber, I'm going to be immediately posting a full review and results video. So stay tuned for those videos this coming Friday and Saturday. Prediction video also dropping throughout the week. Stay tuned for that. Hella shorts every single day. You guys already know the vibe with those. And I really got to enjoy this episode of Monday Night Raw. If I had to rank this week's episode of Raw, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I loved the way that this Raw was set up, the celebrities on ringside to the action in the ring. I really enjoyed this episode of Monday Night Raw. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. As far as my favorite moment, it had to be Jimmy Uso screwing over Jey. That was the most impactful moment in my opinion. Oh, dude, the Cody being screwed by Solo was really good too, but Jimmy screwing Jey I felt like was more impactful because that was like, oh my god, like Jey is going to be heated. That was my favorite moment. That's my ranking. Let me know yours down in the comment section down below. That has been your episode of Monday Night Raw, February 19th. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bretto Live is signing out.